Welcome back, my quarantined survivors, to the beginning of possibly a really bad idea for another State of Decay 2, now Juggernaut Edition playthrough. Before I waste anyone's time, this is not a normal episode. The first episode of this series is explaining the rules, because this is going to be a special kind of series, the new quarantine season, and you guys get to tell me what to do, and I'm gonna do what you guys tell me. So these are the rules. Now, well, first I'll say, I don't know, I might throw some random gameplay footage so that you got something to look at, or I might just, leave it as it is. The important thing, though, is that, so we're gonna be playing a new season, we're gonna be filling this slot up right here, and let's just see. So the first rule is we're going to be playing on Providence Ridge, and we're going to be playing on Nightmare Zone. That's what we know for sure. However, there are some things that are going to be different, and this is how it works. So first off, this is going to be a slower paced series. I'm not going to be uploading every single day, and that's because in order to do what you guys tell me, I'm going to need about 24 hours for the comment section to actually accumulate with requests and upvotes in order for me to understand what activities are the winners. And then it'll take another 24 hours to actually make the episode because I won't have enough time to do it in a single day with work. So that's why it's going to probably be 2 episodes every 3 days is, I think, what I'm probably going to shoot for. But here's how it works. Let me just pick some of these things. This is something you'll be talking in the next episode. This is something, or in this episode, this is some stuff you will be choosing. But just to get to the character selection, let me just choose some stuff. This is what I would choose typically. Anyways, okay, so here's what you got to do. Now listen carefully, because the only way your feedback and your opinions will be counted is specifically if you do 2 things. 1, on each video, you're going to want to go to the pinned comment. Pinned comment, it's just the first comment in the list. It'll always be mine. It'll say that it's the pinned comment. Reply to my comment and do 2 things. 1, upvote all the ideas in the pinned comment that you like, because the most upvoted comment, those are going to be the winners. Those are the things that I'm going to do in the next episode. The other thing is, if in that list you don't see something that you want me to do, you're like, oh, these ideas are cool, but this is what I want Fox to do, then post your own comment. In other words, if you see someone who says, go get supplies, and you're like, oh, I was going to tell Fox to go get supplies, don't post a duplicate. Otherwise, we'll just have 10 guys saying the same thing and splitting the upvotes. Don't worry how many times. You can upvote as many comments as you want. Upvote every comment that you like. That's the way you do it. So that's how I'm going to do it. If you don't post in the pinned section, those ones will not be considered. Not because I'm being a jerk or anything, but because the pinned comments is the easiest way for me to just basically click that section, and I can read it and tally it all up and say, okay, this is what people want me to do. It'll be way too complicated to do it any other way. So, the next rule is don't get my community killed. I know a lot of you guys will have some big brain ideas, like day 1, go find a hostile community and stab them to death with a knife. If you get the community killed, that's the end of the season. Once again, I'm not doing that because I'm a jerk, but it's because of accountability. Remember that State of Decay is all about dealing with your mistakes, dealing with consequences, and that's how the series is going to be. So if you tell me to do a really bunch of dumb ideas, like day 1, go kill a plague horde of like 5 plague zombies and 2 plague juggernauts with a knife, because I know a lot of you guys want to do stuff like that, then you're just going to get the community killed, and, well, you'll have a very, very short season, and then I'll probably go on break while I think about what the next series is going to be. So try not to get the community killed. Don't forget obvious things like, Fox, go get some supplies. Like that's a pretty important thing to do, especially in the next episode. I really hope somebody suggests that. And don't suggest things that are like really, really long term. Like, don't suggest something like, go find one of every vehicle in the whole game. Like, That's too long-term of an idea. Think of what I could realistically do in one episode, like go find a new vehicle. That's something I could do realistically. Go, or better yet, if you noticed a vehicle that I missed, tell me to go specifically to get that vehicle. Anyways, now let's move on to some of the exceptions to the rule. One of the exceptions is going to be, well, I already said it. We're playing on Providence Ridge. Why? Because it's the new map. We're playing on the new map. We're playing on Nightmare Zone. Why? It's what I'm famous for. Famous for Nightmare Zone. Plus, it's the one I have the most fun with. The next exception is I can veto one winning idea that I think is a bad idea. If I don't think any of the ideas are bad, I won't make any vetoes. But like I said, if day one someone has the idea, go kill a hostile community with a knife, and that's the one that got the most upvotes, I can veto one bad idea per episode. Another exception is I still get to decide when the series ends. Like if we're kind of like really squeezing really minimalistic content, like just things that they're not very significant, and we're just dragging the series out and there's just really nothing going on, then once again, like I can decide when, you know, we've gotten far enough and there's no interesting ideas left to pursue. And lastly, I want to point out that, you know, it's going to take me a while to kind of like, because this is just the really highly experimental idea. I want to do it because the community is getting bigger and I don't recognize names as easily. It's becoming harder to kind of stay connected to the community even at plus 20,000 subs. So I think this is just an interesting way to kind of bond with the community a bit. And the thing is, don't expect me to get this whole idea perfectly, because I don't know how it's going to work. So if I don't do things the way you imagined it, or if I bend some of the rules, it's because like it's a very experimental idea. I don't know. It could be a terrible idea. I don't know. So it could take some time for me to grow into this idea. And if I like it, I might revisit this idea for future seasons. We might just redo it from time to time. Anyways, let's conclude with some reminders of what you should be doing for the next episode. So, first off, these characters that you're seeing right here, tell me what kind of characters do you want? What fifth skills do you want? You know, just that should definitely be something you should be suggesting, but there should be more to it. The boons, the legacies, which legacies should I pick? Maybe no legacies. Whatever gets upvoted is going to be the winner. And then don't forget that you'll also want to say, like, you know, what should I do in the first episode? Like, do you want me to go out and establish outposts, even though that's not one of my favorite things? Like, you know, if there's an episode, if the requests are kind of ambiguous, then I'll probably just kind of go out and scavenge some resources and attempt to also do what you suggest at the same time. But either way, yeah, that's probably what you should be suggesting. One of the things that's kind of complicated is there is going to be 2 episodes per day, so that means it's technically going to be 2 pinned comments per day. I don't know how I'm going to handle it. I'll figure it out. If it winds up being too complicated, I don't know. It's something that we're going to figure out along the way. Like, I'll see how it works. I'll make adjustments and changes as we go. But hey, that's the end of the pilot episode for the quarantine season. Remember to respond, add a comment in the pinned comment of what you want me to do, and upvote all of the ideas in the pinned comment section that are the things that you agree with, the things that other people said. Upvote your own post as well. I know upvoting your own post is kind of has a stigma. Well, this is one of the times where upvoting your own post doesn't matter. Just when you make a suggestion in the pinned comment, upvote your own post and upvote all of the other posts in the pinned comment that is something that you agree with that I should do in the next episode. At any rate, I'll see you then. So thank you for watching and thank you for participating. At any rate, like this video if it interested you. If you're excited about what's to come. Yeah, subscribe for future State of Decay 2 Juggernaut edition content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to tell Fox what to do.